Hi, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome once again to DTC Official GH, your number one channel for human potential development, Africa, and everything that needs to be said. I've got with me here an amazing personality, which she is going to introduce herself. What are we going to talk about? Today, the youth, or let me say the younger generation, I've interviewed several CEOs in the entrepreneurship field, and it seems to say that the younger generation is living at a speed of light. They want things so quick, but the most fascinating thing is that they don't want to work for it. And so I've got with me here someone special, and we're going to have a good conversation on this within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Stay tuned and let's go. Please kindly introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, so my name is Hayat Aschkar. I'm a board member for NASAG, and I also have my own skincare company, Smino Naturals. I also manage a lounge at the airport here in Accra and as well as Liberia.
Wow. So for the skincare product,
Mm,
kindly check the description for a link where
okay.
you can order
Mm,
yours and see all the goodies in there.
mhm.
Um, Today, the conversation is about work experience,
Yes.
and you were talking about how the younger generation can take hold, can take advantage of internship opportunities and others.
Mhm.
I sat down with Hannah Tiasi,
Okay.
the CEO of eWealth Realty,
Mhm.
and he made one statement that the younger generation wants things so quick,
That's true.
but they do not want to work for it.
Mhm.
And I watched a documentary of Andrew's olive tree,
Mhm.
and his mentor asked him what is his most challenging moment of working as a CEO. And he says the most difficult thing he has had to deal with is working with the younger generation.
Yeah.
What is the problem?
I wish I knew what the problem was, but I think there's a lot of peer pressure. And when you speak with everybody around our generation, maybe we have to take the blame as well because, in our bid to make things easier for our children, we have not instilled certain what's the word I'm looking for? We've not instilled into them certain principles, like, for instance, that you need to work for everything that you have. And as you were asking me the question, I thought about, a thought came to me that even with creation, even with we giving birth, you have to go through a 9 month period. Excuse me to say, dogs and cats that we have at home, when they get pregnant, they do not give birth the same day. There's an incubation period when they are pregnant. And even when your dog gives birth, it takes 6 weeks before it is able to even the eyes open and they start moving. So we have to come to that realization and that acceptance that nothing comes overnight. There's no fast food. Everything has to be, systematic. You need to work towards it. If you ask me, I don't know what the problem is, but I think that a lot of it is the forming, like my colleague used, that everybody wants to impress someone, but we are all there sitting in our homes watching people. A lot of the things that we are watching is people also trying to impress us, and it's all false. So I think we need to realize that it is a facade. There are no shortcuts, and also that we have to know that you have to work for everything. So when and somebody also said something recently to me. She was saying that everybody you talk to is complaining that the youth want things, overnight. The youth want things overnight. And we are all complaining. But then everybody is going to social media. So, right, in essence, we are allowing our children to be brought up, by um, basically no one. I don't know if you are getting the point I'm
They are
trying to.
being brought up, would you say, in a polarized environment?
Right. So it is right now. A lot of the youth are just like they go and look at a video. Like as I'm standing here now, if I were to say something that, oh, in the last 5 years that I started my business, I've been able to make a turnover of $1 million. Who is actually verifying to see if I've actually made the
Made
$1 million?
exactly.
And then once I'm saying that, am I also willing to tell people what I did
to make.
to get to that point. But I'm just telling them that, oh, I did skincare, and then within 5 years, I've made such a turnover, I've made such a profit. But as to whether it's true or not,
Nobody.
nobody knows.
That is why people say we have a lot of motivational speakers within our ecosystem
Yes.
that are motivating people, but they fail to teach
They don't know
people
even
the
some of
right
the things they are
strategies.
talking about, they do not know it. Like what one of my colleagues said in there, that how can you say that you are counseling somebody or you are helping somebody to overcome grief when you yourself have not gone through grief before?
Before. Exactly. Now, to move on to internship,
Yes.
would you say, or let me say,
Mm-hmm.
volunteerism has left the youth?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I, for
Yes.
instance, I did volunteer a
Yes.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I worked with a whole FM station for
Mm-hmm.
almost 5 months
Mm-hmm.
without pay,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't even caring because I
Mm-hmm.
was so much interested in what I was learning.
Yeah.
And people are also saying that today's youth, you call them, you invite them for internship, they come and they don't put in work. But one thing that is demotivating them is the fact that they say they should be paid for internship.
Mm,
A school of thought has also kind of agreed to that. What do you say to this?
okay. Well, like you said, I'm coming from a school where I did a lot of motivation. Adrenocratia Faso. I did a lot of internship. And in fact, for my first daughter, she's 22 now. Since she was 15, she's been doing internship every summer. She does various things. Even as we speak now, she's doing some volunteer work for an NGO. She's not getting paid. And I encourage her to do it. The reason why I encourage her to do it is because I know the value of the experience that she's going to get, and I know that no amount of money can afford her that. So, in the instances where she's not paid, I actually give her transportation for her to be able to go. But I also feel that, in as much as people are willing to come and do an internship or work experience, we need to also consider certain things, because before I could be living, if I was living in Yaniba Estate, I was schooling at Akwaji. If I were to go and do internship for somebody, it would be in the same neighborhood. So I may walk, take my lunch from home and go, or I'll take a snack or whatever, or go have my breakfast from home and go and come home to have my supper. Here's a situation where somebody is living in Oyarifa and she's coming all the way to Laboni to do internship. Even if she's not paid, the company is also benefiting from her, even though they are teaching her. So there should be, I don't expect her to look at herself like she should earn the same amount of money that
The salaried
somebody, a
workers.
salaried worker or somebody who is even doing their national service should earn. But at least there should be a little compensation to, sort of cover minimum her transportation expense, even if it's trotro. You understand? Not Uber, but at least a little thing to even cover her trotro to go and come. And in that also sort of makes the person to feel like they have also been appreciated. But if it depends, and it depends on the person, it depends on the company, it depends on what value the person is also going to
To
get.
give.
So I'm not for or against it. I feel like, when people deserve something, they should be given. But at the same token, the bigger picture is, what is the person also getting in return?
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, I'm going to go back there
Mm-hmm.
and then leave you to give us 5 lessons per
Okay.
your life experiences.
Oh, wow.
5 lessons you think,
Mm,
or let me say nuggets you think that the younger generation should capitalize on.
okay.
Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome, my
speaking
dear.
to
Thank you
us.
so much. So, for me, the most important thing I would say is gratitude. We should be grateful for everything that we have. We should be grateful for the people and all the opportunities that we have. Another thing for me, which I hold very dearly, is integrity. We should have strong, um, you should be known for to stand for something. So no, like I was saying inside there, that you have people that wherever the wind blows they follow. But when you are trying to build up yourself, there should be something that you should be known for. You should stand by that. And one of the things, for instance, is that I do natural skincare. A lot of people now, the trend or the craze is that, oh, we want lightening creams. That is what is selling. And of course, that is where the money is. But personally, it's I feel, because I know what the implications over time is if you bleach your skin. It is not something that I'm willing to do, regardless of how much money I'm going to make. So that is something that I hold strongly, and I'm committed to it. So that's when we talk about integrity. And then I think that we should be punctual. We have to be punctual. We have a situation where this whole nonsense about Ghana man time, it has to stop. We have to realize that time is money. If you are going somewhere at 10 o'clock, you need to put in the effort, the sacrifice. And you have that a lot with the people even coming in for internship. They are coming and then it's drizzling. Whoever you are coming to even come for the interview, the person is already sitting. You come there and say that, oh, that it was raining. I mean, come on. You knew that you had to be somewhere at 10 o'clock. Regardless, I don't care whether you are coming from 5 hours away. You need to put in the time. Then again, there should be self respect. When I talk about self respect, I'm talking about we have to have integrity to ourselves. We need to speak kindly to ourselves. We need to know that we come first. So we shouldn't do anything that would go against what our beliefs are, or anything that would go against our person. And then another thing is humility. I tell people that, I always say that when you go somewhere, you should be able to relate with everybody there. Don't think that, oh, don't look at people and say, oh, what is this person, what am I going to get from this person. From You have to treat everybody with respect, with utmost humility, regardless of whether the person is a security man or he's a CEO. Thank you.